Today marks the biggest day on the South African boxing calendar, with the much-anticipated Boxing SA Awards taking center stage in KwaZulu Natal. The award ceremony takes place at the International Convention Center tonight to crown the best in domestic boxing. A total of 14 categories will be contested by boxers, promoters, reporters and other contributors to the sport. The theme for this year's event is Remaking Sport Economics, reconnecting boxing to the national imperative of co-creating an inclusive, value-creating and ethics-centric society. Joining us now from the ICC in Durban is Newzroom Afrika's Kwena Moabelo. Kwena, tonight is the biggest night on the South African boxing calendar. It's the 2023 awards celebrating the sport domestically. It's been an informative week leading up to the event, with a lecture also taking place last night. What can we look forward to tonight?
Vuyo, thank you very much. I can tell you that it's going to be a night of glitz and glamour, as you will see a little bit later on how people are dressed. The boxers, I mean, they look completely different to how we are used to them in shorts and, bare-chested and so on, dressed in all beautiful suits. But beyond that, as we said, from the lecture yesterday, there's a little more in terms of just celebrating the boxers themselves, but also to celebrate the sport and to grow the sport a little bit further. I'll be having a conversation with the CEO, but before I do that, I just want to have a quick word with one of the nominees, Rocknap. Looking quite snazzy. Congratulations on your nomination. What does it mean being nominated for a Fight of the Year?
Look, I'm very grateful to be here and to be in this situation. To be nominated for Fight of the Year, it's only an honor and a pleasure. It wasn't just myself, it was also through the work of my opponents. So together and collectively, we've been nominated for Fight of the Year. And I think it's a nice reward to win, hopefully, for leaving everything in that ring and, giving something special for the fans.
From a boxer's perspective, what does a night like this mean for you as a boxer? I mean, beyond being nominated, but just to be part of the celebration.
I think it's incredible. I think it's a great initiative that's happening at the moment. Boxing needs it, so I'm all for it. And who doesn't like to dress up in a nice suit or dress and get dappered up nicely for the evening and enjoy the festivities and the good vibes and good energy from the people.
Well, I can tell you that you're looking quite snazzy in that suit. I think you need to do it more often. Let me get a quick word from the acting CEO of Boxing South Africa, Babs Tole. A big night. It's been quite a number of years that we've had the Boxing Awards. What did it take to make sure that they happen this time around?
It took resilience, hence why we are here. Yesterday and the day before yesterday, I said there were a certain point in time where we thought this event would never take place. But because of, I think, the board, which is led by Mr. Luthuli Jack, and also the administration that has that spirit of resilience, where we had to spring back into shape, make sure that we implement strategies that will see boxing rising in South Africa. And I think today, this is our opportunity to ensure that we launch back boxing to its glory, and it's going to happen.
Let me take you back to yesterday. There was a lecture with Dr. Dr. Fikeni and also Alex Kosana, part of the festival. What was the big idea behind the lecture yesterday?
I think that the major challenge facing boxing right now, because we have to take boxing back to its former days of glory. There was a time when boxing was sitting at number 2. Today is nowhere to be seen. And the major challenge that we are facing is the lack of investment. We want the private sector to come back and invest in boxing. We can only achieve that. We can only take boxing back to its former days of glory if the private investment is available to us. Now, we said, let us discuss the issues of boxing economy, because as much as we are nowhere to be found when it comes to the list of the top sporting courts in South Africa, but if you look at the contribution we are making in the economy, it's quite significant. For instance, whenever you have a tournament, you will find what you call hospitality that's benefiting, transport benefiting, a number of industries and sectors, manufacturing, the headgears and the gloves of the boxers. So we are saying those companies or the major stakeholders in boxing, especially who are benefiting from the economy, they must give back. I think that's why we're here. But also trying to find other strategies that we can implement as Boxing South Africa to ensure that we capitalize on the economy of boxing.
Let's talk about tonight. from what I've seen in the hall, expectation, a big night of boxing. I mean, in terms of awarding, I stand corrected, about 15 awards will be given out on the night?
Definitely. And the highlight here, we said the highlight of the night should be the female boxer of the year and the male boxer of the year. Kwena, our product is a boxer, and we have to make sure that tonight we launch them into greatness. We are about to see greatness again in South Africa. The night is here, celebrating resilience.
Fantastic stuff. Thank you very much. Vuyo, I mean, as I was saying with Eric Stolle, who is the acting Chief Executive of Boxing South Africa, 15 awards on the night will be given out. You've got your prospect, your male boxer, your female boxer, fight of the year, knockout of the year. You've got promoter of the year, you've got reporter of the year. So there will be a number of awards that will be given out. And even yesterday there were special awards that were given out at the lecture. So this is definitely a big night for boxing, and a lot of boxers that I've seen on the red carpet coming through for the festivities are really looking forward to this one. And I can tell you, if you look at the final nominations, we are expecting a tough one. The judges that have to decide, I'm sure, had a lot to work through to make sure that they come up with the final winners. Well, the night will be starting, and hopefully later on we'll be catching up with you as we tell you who will be crowned either male or female boxer of the year and many other awards. Back to you, Vuyo.
Thank you so much, Kwena. That's Kwena Moabelo connecting to us from the ICC in Durban, where the Boxing SA Awards are going to be happening tonight.